Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis, as well as breaking news just in. A brand new bill to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve has been introduced in Brazil's Chamber of Deputies. Let's freaking go. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin nears 1 million daily active addresses as the price chases 100 Gs, as well as more breaking news. Morocco's central bank to legalize all cryptocurrencies. I'll be breaking down this latest report, as well as Rumble to spend up to 20 million on Bitcoin and a new treasury strategy. Bring it. We'll also be discussing the spot Bitcoin ETF seeing 438 million of outflows, the biggest since the US election. We'll also be discussing Pantera Capital predicts Bitcoin to reach $745,000 per coin. That's right. Billionaire and Pantera Capital CEO Dan Morehead says Bitcoin has achieved the escape velocity and is on a fast track to 745,000 per coin. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, fam, plus so much more in today's show. Shout out to the entire Crypto News Alerts fam holding it down. JV streaming live and in the flesh. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I'm going to be streaming over the course of the next couple of hours. Welcome, everybody. And first and foremost, shout out everyone in that live chat. I see BS. What up? Shout out Judson. Smash the like for JV, who has been demonstrating how to be healthy for years to us. Thank you, Judson. I try. East Afro King, bring it. Shout out our one and only Oracle. Shout out all the moderators. Shout out all the members. Hodl Gang, MicroStrategy, always holding it down. Todd Bailey says, I've been hearing that XRP is going to the biddy in the long run has more value. Well, two completely separate things. One of them is decentralized with a finite limited supply. The other is the technology to usher in the central bank digital currencies. So keep that in mind. I just got to throw that out there. Judson, 745 per yum yum. Precisely, the yum yums going to 745,000, obviously. Shout out Eric. Eric O, good to see you, brother. Shout out Leash Waked, 91,000 to pay my bills. And it's ironic, our one and only CNA fan member, Greg, he says we're more than likely to crack down to 90,000. I shared that in yesterday's show. Lo and behold, we're at 91.5, holding the line. Bitcoin down 3,300 on the day. Talk about a BTFD opportunity. This just in. Breaking news. Satoshi Nakamoto, the CEO of Bitcoin, is giving us one last buy the dip opportunity before we ascend where Peanut the Squirrel and Fred Raccoon are right now, the heavenly realms, which means 100,000 or more for the biddy. So take advantage of it. Thanks, Satoshi, for this opportunity, will ya? Shout out Comey, shout out Warpaint, what it do? Shout out our one and only Crypto Surge holding it down. Brooklyn, where you at? I'm going to go ahead and pin the stream at the top of my X profile. Again, there's a try stream as we stream each and every day on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and pin the stream at the top of the profile. That way it's easy for you guys to find it. It's already pinned. And shout out in advance anyone who reposts the stream with a quote or a comment gets reposted in real time, and I'll follow you back. I'll shout you out and show you some love. I appreciate it, guys. So thanks in advance. Proof of work, Eric the Red, sounds like a BTFD, precisely what we're talking about here, brother. Shout out to the Vet Earned. Appreciate the repost, brother. He wrote, best daily crypto news source. Give Crypto News Yes a follow. Thank you. A shout out for my brethren holding it down in Africa. We got the East Afro King supporting the stream here. Thank you, brother. Come join the show. Just reposted you all. And again, welcome everyone just joining us. Big news today. Big news. Doge flipped Porsche by market cap. We're living in a simulation. It's official, brothers. What's going on, guys? I have been taking all my profit from the meme coins and going all in on XRP. To each their own. Todd Bailey, I wish you a lot of success with that. Shout out Ashley Almond, good to have you here. Glad you're tuned in the car. Please be safe. Michael Anthony, Bitcoin's going to 80 Gs, 75 Gs. I'm skeptical that we crack lower than 90, but anything is possible. You got to consider we're up 30,000. That's 3 bands in the past 30 days. So Bitcoin's been on a tear since the November 5th election results with the Trumpster. And shout out Brian. Appreciate the repost, brother. JV never panics on a red day. Just another opportunity to buy more at a discount. We bring the heat on the red days. You know how we do. But thank you guys. Welcome everyone just joining us. It is Tuesday. It's leg day today. So for me, it feels like a vacation. It's a beautiful day in the markets. Damn, I had my Speedo ready for the Puerto Rico party. Damn it. Will it wait until it comes? You got to do what you got to do. Hopefully it's an orange Speedo. It's the only color in a Speedo you're welcome to wear in Puerto Rico, gentlemen. It has to be Bitcoin orange. I'm just throwing that out there. I was expecting altcoin season to be going on now. Well, safe to say it is. I mean, check out the monthly. We'll be looking at that here shortly when we do our market watch. We'll look at the crypto bubbles for the past 30 days. I'm still pretty confident everything is in the green. Let's not forget, 1 month ago, Bitcoin was 60 G's range. We went from 60 to virtually 100 in 30 days. So let's go. You know what they say? Bands make her dance. That's right, brother. Bands make them dance. 10x longs, be careful with that, brother. You got to be very careful with that leverage. You feel me? Is the bottom in, Aspie Rice? We're dropping in real time. I don't think the bottom is in. I think we're going to retest 90, which we're 2,000 away from right now. I'll be pulling up some of the live charts here shortly. I waxed for nothing, was ready for the 100K party. You got to do what you got to do sometimes to be prepared. So yeah, we'll probably most likely be having our 100K party in Puerto Rico to celebrate. It's going to be in January. I'm still optimistic we hit 100K here soon. If not this final week of Moonvember, absolutely by December. But the party will most likely be in January. Make sure you're plugged into the Discord, discord.cryptonewsalerts.net. And whenever it's announced, you'll be the first to know, broskies.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life. But Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome, fam, to the live stream. JV here, live and in the flesh, November 26, 2024. What's crack-a-lackin'? I ordered a new gong striker. Hopefully it's here within the week. Ordered it special from Amazon Prime. We're going to have a brand new striker. It's going to be longer so I can hit it from a distance. And it's going to have a much bigger striker. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm pretty excited. Shout out Larry Pedro Gomez from Dothan, Alabama. And speaking of the gong, let's send this mofo to 100K. Finished correcting already. Bitcoin. Satoshi Nakamoto, CEO of Bitcoin, said he's going to give us one last buy the dip opportunity before ascending to 100K. Send it. Gotta love it. And shout out to our very own Oracle. Appreciate the repost on the X family. Shout out Metal Code. Ain't nothing but a dip thing, baby. Exactly. We're just dipping around here. JC Ice wrote, we're live. You come in, BTFD. A great buy the dip opportunity. Excuse me, man. Burping here. I blame it all on the spindrift. It's the special grapefruit flavor, apparently. Okay. The biddy looks to be arising. Real men wear Speedos. Exactly. Only the real men. When in the U.S. begins the strategic reserve, in what ways do you think they will convince the people that Bitcoin is good for all? I don't understand why there's any convincing. Convincing don't work. Anything Jim Cramer tries to convince you of, you do the opposite. So no one's looking to the lamestream lizard folks to give us, oh, this is what we need. Oh, you know what I mean? Whatever they want, we do the opposite. They tell us we need a CBDC, we go BTC, right? They tell us long Doge, we short that mofo and we go Bitcoin to the moon. Do nothing the lizard folk ever tell you. And all the people you see on TV are virtually lizard folk. I don't make up the rules. This is the sick society we're living in. Happy 420 fam. We got 420 people here live and in the flesh. Greatly appreciate y'all. Let's get it. Lost a share today in the news. Dropping below 90, says D12. Todd says the big profits will be done by spring. After that, I think it's going to go up, down like normal. Hodl, baby. Shout out VZ. Hey, at least he is not talking about wearing a ball hammock. Yeah, please don't wear the ball hammock or the assless chaps that we saw Mike Tyson rock on the Netflix special with Jake Paul. Was that fight fixed or what? Why'd we have to witness that? Reverse Kramer. You got to reverse that mofo. I shared a pretty wild meme of Kramer protecting Bitcoin at all costs at 100,000 a little earlier. It's pretty lit. But anyways, fam, if you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes. Go ahead and subscribe. 40% of you watching every day are not subbed. Then hit the bell icon, turn on all notifications. Today is pod episode 1830. I'm your host, JV. It's November 26, 2024. Bitcoin's been correcting since reaching the new all-time high of 99,900 4 days ago. We're maintaining above 91,600 at the time of the live stream, and we got lots to share today, so let's dive right in. Let's kick it off with our market watch, as we do each and every day. Bitcoin in the red, down 3%, trading just above 91.7 on Coin360. XRP, Cardano, XLM, BNB, virtually everything correcting and in the red. And checking out CoinMarketCap.com. The crypto market cap is shrinking from, it was, I think, 3.33 trillion yesterday to 3.16 today. The Bitcoin market cap back on the decline as well at 1.8 trillion. We were on the cusp of 2 trillion when we hit that 99.9 all-time high. Bitcoin dominance on the decline as well, 57.6%. Ether dominance on the decline at 12.7%. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. We got Injective leading the pack, up 10%. Phantom up 9%, and Say up 8%. Which alts, if any, are you bullish on for the bull? Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles. Obviously on the day, almost everything correcting and in the red. And zooming out for the month, we flipped that because let's not get it twisted. Bitcoin's still up like 30 G's, ballpark at least. Maybe it shrunk a little, maybe 26,000, but we're still up substantially over the past 30 days. And this is the tail of the tape. This is the entire market, the top coins of the past month, virtually everything breaking out and in the green. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index like clockwork. The higher this number goes in extreme greed, the more likely of a correction. And we did tap a few days back, roughly a 98. Today is a 79, yesterday an 82, last week a 90, and last month a 74 in greed. And checking out the time chain calendar as we hop into DeLorean broskies and go back in time. We have 177,906 blocks until halving of 2028. I think Bitcoin will probably be sitting on top of 7 figures by that time. What are your thoughts? Next time of the next halving in 2028. And checking out, we're currently on block 872,094. You can currently exchange one fiat Tulip Mania dollar for 1,060 sats. And once we get above 100K, you're never going to see a sub 1,000 sats per dollar ever again. So stack them sats, family. Higher lows before the higher highs. Precisely. Joseph, what up? This program is part of the citizen journalism. Precisely. We do this for the citizens. Don't make me pull a citizen's arrest over here. You know what I mean? Hello from Texas. Shit out Junior. What's crack-a-lackin' in Texas? DCA dips are present. Amen. And it's called the present because it's a gift. So be present. Please. Stack the biddy. BTFD. 33 hundo. Discount. That's 3.5%. You don't see discounts like this every day. Consider it an early Black Friday deal on the biddy. So stack accordingly. You feel me? Noonan, has there ever been 100? I've never seen 100. We've seen 98. I think I've even seen 99. I don't recall a 100, but I could be mistaken. Let me know if you guys have ever seen the Crypto Greed and Fear Index actually at 100 or actually at a 0. I don't recall those numbers, and I think I've been doing this for like 2,000 years. I'm virtually Yoda. I'm thousands of years old, and I just don't age. It feels like that, at least. It's too late to be a Bitcoin investor? Absolutely. If you missed the boat, I'm sorry. You can ape into Dogecoin or Sheep or any of the meme coins, but you miss your window for Bitcoin, obviously. If you haven't bought Bitcoin by now, no one's going to convince you to do otherwise. Not investment advice, but don't buy Bitcoin by any means necessary. Please, just don't buy it. More for me. Did I say that part out loud? Yeah, more for me. 25... 25% Black Friday. I didn't say all that. I don't know about a 25% discount, broskies. That's stretching it just a little bit. Bosnian, no sir. If you don't own any Bitcoin, you're going to get left behind. Let's go. You asked an honest question. I got to give you the honest answer. You're way too late to the game. With the pro-Bitcoin admin, you would think they would promote the apex predator asset. Just strange if it's considered a threat to the banking system. Yeah, I have an interesting perspective. We're on a heavily censored platform right now, YouTube, even though we're streaming on X and Rumble at the same time. But resurface that statement later, and I'll address it. Because I have a very interesting perspective with who's really in control and what's really going on. And it's not something you'll hear in the mainstream. You're never going to hear 100% truth coming from Elon or from Trump. I'm sorry. Never going to happen. Sorry. But I'll tell you the dead honest truth because I'm not controlled by anybody, obviously, right? I'm not compromised in any way, shape, or form. My new game on the farm is, what the hell does that say? A possum? Like possums? Are you tossing possums? What? I never heard this farm game, Oracle. If you haven't bought the superior asset, what are you waiting for? If you haven't bought it by now, I'll dare say you'll never buy it. You're just going to keep aping shit coins, and maybe you'll get in on the next NFT. Maybe you'll get in the Hawk Tua girl. I heard she is launching a new coin, a new Hawk Tua. Spit on that thing. Meme coin coming. So if you miss Bitcoin, go ape into the next best thing, the Hawk Tua coin. What can go wrong, gentlemen? What can go wrong there? If it ever drops, she just spits on that thing, and it just goes to the roof. That's all it takes. Number 3 podcaster in the world. Number 3 podcast in the world, the Hawk Tua girl, launching her own meme. She's getting free publicity. I'm not even paid to promote her. But for some reason, I feel inclined to spit on the thing already. Is it like cow tipping? You know what I think of when I think of cow tipping? Remember Chris Farley, Tommy Boy? And remember that classic jam at the gas station? Fat guy in a little coat. Fat guy in a little coat. But yeah, I remember they go cow tipping in that film. It's hilarious. One of the best. One of the classics. Rest in peace, Chris Farley. Let's go. Toss across the possum sauce. Apparently, we're tossing possums now. That's the new thing. XRP is a tourist trade. You got to do what you got to do. What up, Jesse Oro? Big ups. Shout out Dub Proof. I'm standing in line for that. All the broskies are going to ape into the Hawk Tua girl's coin. Why wouldn't they? I mean, number 3 podcaster in the world, taking the world by storm. She's making me look bad. I've been here for like 7 years. I'm like ranked 10 millionth podcast in the world, for Christ's sake. And I give an honest effort every day. Honest effort. I even rock the orange pill hat, for Christ's sake. The altcoins are a cheap distraction. Something like that. A wise man once said. Well, welcome, everyone. We got 721 people here. You know I'm just clowning with you guys today. I'm having some fun. You can't take life too serious. Happy 420. It's 4:21 p.m. here. Right now in Puerto Rico. I'm going to check the X feed again. Just one more reminder. If you guys could repost the stream, comments and quotes will get reposted in real time. We appreciate it. Helps get more eyeballs on a stream. We can orange pill more of the masses. But without further ado, we got to get into the damn news. So let's check out some of the live charts. It looks like Bitcoin's about to retest $90,000 as we're dropping pretty substantially. So let's get right into it, gentlemen. So here's the latest astrology for the broskies. Bitcoin price correction is triggered by the long-term hodlers, not the ETFs. Here you're looking at the 1 month chart. Let's not get it twisted. Moonvember candle is still massive. You got to remember we're still up probably 26-ish thousand for the past 30 days. I'll be pulling up some of the live charts here in just a minute. But here's what Eric Balchunas, the ETF expert, had to share. I see a lot of crypto Twitter baffled, frustrated, flabbergasted as to how Saylor can buy $5 billion of Bitcoin, but the price doesn't move up, which is the same thing I hear sometimes about ETFs after the big flows. Here's data showing what I've long been saying. The call is coming from inside the house. It's the long-term hodlers. The correction came shortly after Bitcoin recorded its biggest monthly candle in history as it topped roughly 99,900 on Coinbase November 22nd, 4 days ago. For the first time, and that's current price discovery. Some analysts still expect the Biddy to breach 100,000 before the end of the month. Anything can happen, family. We are Q4, year of the halving. You already know. On-chain data reveals that the ETF flows haven't been the primary cause of sell pressure for the Bitcoin, but moreover, the ETFs have absorbed a significant amount of the selling pressure, which came from the long-term hodlers, according to crypto trader Kyle D. Plessis, who wrote here, long-term Bitcoin hodlers sold 128,000 Bitcoin, but the U.S. spot ETFs absorbed 90% of the sell pressure. Strong institutional demand is fueling the Bitcoin rally, bringing it closer to the 100K milestone. The correction could be beneficial for the sustainability of the current rally, considering the growing leverage in the crypto markets. We have the CEO of Crypto.com, Chris. He warned that the crypto market will need deleveraging before Bitcoin can breach 100 Gs. The correction didn't trigger an immediate deleveraging. Bitcoin's estimated leverage ratio across all crypto exchanges currently stood at 0.24, which marks a high last seen in August of 2023. And breaking news just in, family, this is big. A bill to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve has officially been introduced in Brazil's Chamber of Deputies. Obviously, I think I'm accurate on this, but correct me if I'm wrong, broskies. I think Brazil is the largest country in South America as far as population is concerned. So we're talking about hundreds of millions of people could be adopting Bitcoin here shortly, with them making a strategic Bitcoin reserve, following in the footsteps of the rumors of Trump and his administration as the game theory continues in full effect. So this is a pretty big deal, family. I'm pretty excited for that. And you can actually see the bill here. Obviously, it's in Portuguese, I would assume. I can't read that, but I'm sure you could always Google translate that document if you want and see it for yourself. This is a legitimate source, Bitcoin Magazine, so this is a real deal. And pulling up some of the live charts. Here you're looking at the monthly. Let me switch up the scene for you guys so you can see it so fresh and so clean. Let's zoom in and then we zoom out. That's just how we work out here. Here's the 1 hour chart, live and in the flesh via TradingView, via Coinbase. Big correction. You can see 3 mega candles on the hourly chart. There's a falling wedge. Obviously, how low she goes, we'll soon find out. But we still have 2 bull targets in play. One sitting just above 100,600 and the bullish blue target sitting at $105,300 again on the hourly chart with the falling wedge. You can see clearly in your screen, so we may continue to dip. I think 90 is the new support we're going to test here shortly. And checking out the 4 hour, and shout out our homie Greg. He called it. He's like, I think we're going to retest 90,000. He said that on yesterday's pod, and here we are, right on the cusp of retesting 90,000. Bullish pennant formation on the 4 hour, bullish. Overall, bullish pennant sitting with a very pretty target of just above $108,100, but you can also see the pullback on the 4 hour chart in real time. And zooming out a little further, we'll check out the daily chart. And then we'll go to the weekly. And you can see yesterday, big pullback, red candle. And again, we're printing a red candle for today. We'll see how we close by the end of the day. The day is still young here. And zooming out from the daily, we'll take a quick look at the weekly. We still have the sexy cup and handle target, even with the corrective candle in play. And that's still sitting at 124,000. Overall, very bullish. Last 3 weeks, we had green Godzilla weekly closes. And zooming out from the weekly, take a quick glance of the monthly. And let's not get it twisted, still a massive Moonvember Godzilla candle, and we still have a few days left here in November. So there you have it before entering the Dragon, December 2024. So there you go, yo. Let me know your thoughts, where you feel we're likely to correct down to. Do you think the bottom is in, we'll start ascending? Do you think we're likely to retest 90? Do you think 90 will break, we'll continue lower? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll read them out loud. Leroy says, I just shared on X, and Elon thanked me. That's what's up, brother. I don't think I've ever gotten any Elon love. Family life sounds so fun. It's the funnest. Great day to sell the fiat, Shiat, every day is a great day to sell the fiat monopoly money. Just saying. The Guppy says hi to the Nipsey. Well, shout out to the Guppy. 88,000 says Joe Dirt. What do we call those who hoard fiat as a store of value? We call them misinformed, Serge. We call them misinformed. I like the mint chocolate chip ice cream while I'm waiting. Maybe the tapeworm is behind the dip. Maybe tapeworms are behind the dip. Maybe Jamie and Gary, you just never know. They're still in power, are they not? Fiat equals Shiat. Preach. Bitcoin over 100 G's before Xmas will happen, says Michael. Let's make Christmas great again with Bitcoin above 100 G's. I'm calling 125,000 on Christmas Day because we deserve it, broskies. I could have sold at 99. Nope, my DCA is 27 G's, not even close to selling on a cent because you demand VZ. 89.5 reversal, says Laser Cat. Oh, we stacking the sats. I will not sell, says VZ. Quoting Michael Saylor, you don't sell your Bitcoin, family. I have an old, is it possum or opossum? I have an old opossum that keeps getting into the chicken feed. A slide, a shovel under when it plays DEAD and give it a toss into the woods. Oh, so you literally made a game up out of that. Gotta respect the farm life. I need a finca out here in Puerto Rico, JC. Let her fall, says Jay. Amen. We started, and then the Hawk Tua girl can just spit on that thing. Send it where it left off. Laser eyes on the stack. Precisely, Joe Dirt. Thank you. Good afternoon, folks. Made a good profit off of the Luminar tech stocks today, so I'm feeling pretty darn good. Well, shout out Hill. Congratulations. People taking profits to go buy turkeys and Black Friday swag. We back on track next Monday. Word up. 90 km, new bottom, sell the loser to buy the winner. I'm planning on selling everything in March and then to buy back late summer, says Todd. Send it, JV. What would Michael Saylor do?
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Damn straight. Shout out Steven De Niro. When borrow against my Bitcoin, he asked on a repost. Well, first and foremost, thank you for the repost. I guess it depends on what country you live in. Here in the States, not many banks you can go borrow against your Bitcoin. But in El Salvador, that's a different story. Shout out Jason Buck, just gifted 10 memberships to the channel. Congratulations, everyone that just been gifted by Jason Buck. This Gong Strike is for all the new members as well as to Jason. Thank you, broski. I'll read everyone's name out loud. All the new members of the channel, congratulations. BJ Click, Ought of War. I like that name, Ought of War. Goldsberry 89, Weatherman, Sweet Bid McGee. Shout out Sweet Bid McGee. David FP, The Cable Guy. What a classic film. Sidhu H and Scott A. You've all been gifted with the MicroStrategy membership of the channel on behalf of Jason Buck. So show Jason some love. Thank you, brother. Matthew says, gift me. Well, here's how gifting of the memberships work. It's totally random, so don't take it as an insult if you didn't get gifted. There's 210 people on the YouTube stream. We got 1,000 people overall watching, and YouTube completely randomizes it. And anyone else has the ability, you can gift memberships as well. Below the chat, you'll have that option. I gift memberships every month. In fact, in 5 days, when December 1st rolls around, I'll gift another 10 memberships as we do each and every month. That's how we roll. Gong, 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 gong. Thankful for my CNA fam. Thankful for you, Jason. Thank you for always supporting us. Much appreciated. This is why I didn't sell and start buying the alts yet. I'm going to talk to my wife, enter her 65,000 into the bank. Don't sell your Bitcoin, over skim what you put in. Did you just say your wifey got 65,000 dry powdered in the bank? What do we call them, folks? Wifey. We call them wifey. Daily reminder, there is no such thing as a limited nuclear war. I greatly appreciate that reminder, Oracle. Cybertrucks for everyone. You get a Cybertruck. You get a Cybertruck. Lambos for all the broskies. Raris for all the ladies. And jetpacks for all the Gen Z. I know you guys will appreciate those jetpacks. Amazing presentation and fabulous audience. Amen. We do have a fantastical audience. I'd say the best audience known on the tube or on the X or the Rumble. So thank you guys. Shout out Short Coin. She says send it. Just reposted it. And again, we have over 1,000 people on the stream right now. We still got so much news to share. Where does time fly? How does time go so quick? It's already 4:30. We still got a lot to share. So let's continue with the news, family. Here we go. Next headline, Bitcoin nears 1 million daily active addresses as the price chases 100K. That's right. Bitcoin's approaching 1 million daily active users for the first time since 2019, reflecting growing adoption thus far this year, 2024. Analysts say this increase may help push the Bitcoin price beyond the six-figure mark. A blockchain analytics platform Into the Block noted that the Bitcoin on-chain activity has seen its most significant growth since 2021, nearing 1 million daily active addresses, showing a shift towards broader retail adoption. Quoting Andy Leon, blockchain expert, this could be a positive sign for the market, as it may lead to more stable price movement. Retail investors tend to behave differently than the whales, who can use significant price swings with their large trades. Leanne added that the growing number of the active addresses indicates a healthier, more robust network, which bodes well for the long term. Bitcoin Hodler, shout out all my diamond hands, laser eyes, where you at? The growing network activity is promising sign for the Bitcoin battle towards the historic six-figure mark, which it came within $200 of November 22nd. Yeah, it's like $110 roughly from Coinbase, so we were so close 4 days ago. Bitcoin saw a 6% correction to 92, and now we're 91, about to retest 90 in my opinion, mainly driven by the large-scale selling from the long-term hodlers, not outflows from the U.S. Bitcoin ETFs, according to Eric Balchunas. But despite the price dippy dip, the increase in active addresses remains a bullish indicator. Still, most new investors have yet to engage in significant buy-in or sell-in. Quoting another analyst here, trading volume has remained relatively stable despite the increase in active addresses, suggesting the on-chain activity hasn't yet translated into significant buying or selling pressure. Meanwhile, the Bitcoin total trading volume across all the exchanges stood at a daily average of 817 million as of today, November 26th, compared to over 1.5 billion November 14th, when the Bitcoin price dipped or breached 90,500. Still, investors should consider the potential of a wider market correction, according to Ryan Lee, analyst at BitGet, who shared the market may be correcting. And investors' profit-taking behavior may also be one of the reasons for the price drop. In addition, long leveraged positions above 3.4 billion face liquidation risks, which may further exacerbate the price volatility. Now, the resurgence of the Bitcoin active users may contribute to the Bitcoin rally to the 100,000 record high, which could potentially occur before the end of November. What are your thoughts on that, family? And quoting Into the Block, 458,000 addresses have amassed a staggering 344,000 BTC, a strong foundation to fuel a move beyond 100K. Meanwhile, the Bitcoin price and network activity seeing significant growth since the Trump victory of the U.S. presidential election November 5th. We have Isaac Joshua, CEO of Gems Blockchain, who shared, if this momentum continues, Bitcoin could be on track for 100 Gs. Thank you, Captain Obvious. However, it will require significant inflows, around 500 billion more into the market. This is achievable given the current daily trading volumes and growing adoption of the BITI as a hedge against the inflation, as well as the weakening dollar. The growing on-chain activity comes a week after the Bitcoin ETFs logged 2.4 billion worth of the inflows in their fourth best week of investments, while economic concerns led to 2 billion worth of outflows for the China ETFs, marking the worst week of outflows in history. So there you go, yo. What are your thoughts on all that? Holla at your boy. I read them out loud. Cable Guy says Doge. Word. People forgot the fast-ish can go. The ish does go fast. I'll give you that, Laura. And did I mention earlier, Doge actually just flipped Porsche as far as market cap. It's kind of crazy. And as I posted, we're living in a simulation, broskies. We have a F-150 Ford truck. Nice. Love my 2500 Silverado crew cab 4x4 6 gasser. Right on. Brazil, El Salvador, and Argentina should be out Bitcoin and not crypto vacation spots. Tell them. And we're continuing to correct, family. We just broke below 91. Next logical, psychological support here is going to be 90,000. We may test it during the stream. Let's just hit the gong to reverse that and send it a soaring. You know what I mean? Like a roaring kitty. Send it to 100 G's. Hawk to a girl. Spit on that biddy. Please, we need your help. Smell the sage in the air. Come on, broskies. We sniffed the sage. We're guaranteed to go up. It's like a fine Cuban cigar. I love it. Okay. Since the Rams are made out of the steel, not the aluminum, the truck didn't break apart when I was hit by a person going, whoa, you got hit 80 miles an hour. Damn. Love the F-150s, says Steve. Right on. F-150s for the win. What do you guys think of the new Cybertruck? Let me know. I'm starting to see them more and more often in Puerto Rico. There's someone in the neighborhood now that owns one. They definitely stand out. I'll give them that. The 250s to the 350s, 450s, 550s, 650s, 750, 850, 950s. Why not? What would Max do? Precisely. Stack thy biddy. Shout out Max and Stacy. Biddy stackers. And by the way, brand new track called Roll On. Chandy delivered to me before I went live here about a half hour ago. We'll be premiering the new Jammy Jam here in a little bit. Stay tuned. But let's continue with the news. We still got so much damn to cover. Breaking news, too. Good news. Morocco's central bank to legalize all crypto. Let's go, Morocco. That's right. Morocco reportedly plans to legalize all crypto after the country banned digital assets in 2017. That's right. According to Reuters, Morocco's central bank, Bank Al Maghrib, it sounds like a McRib. It's seasonal, family, the McRib, so don't get it twisted. They prepared a draw law, the crypto regulation, which is currently being reviewed. The plan was revealed by Abdel, the governor of the Moroccan central bank, who told Reuters that the central bank has prepared a draft law regulating crypto assets, which is currently in the adoption process. Morocco imposed a countrywide ban on Bitcoin. What idiots. And other crypto transactions back in November of 2017, which proved partially unsuccessful. You can say that again, as a significant percentage of the country holds digital assets. What does that tell you? You can't ban crypto like Bitcoin. You could do that, but none of your citizens respect you as a government, or will they follow your rules because it's a bunch of bullshit. So give the people what they want, family. Anyways, the report comes during the uptick of interest in the biddy a week after we hit 100 G's. On the cusp of, right, 99.9. November 22nd, Bitcoin came very close, as we witness. Morocco's central bank is also exploring the potential central bank digital currency. Just say no to CBDCs. That's the evil, family. Regarding central bank digital currencies, and like many countries around the world, we're exploring to what extent this new form of currency could contribute to achieving certain public policy objectives, like slavery, enslavement of the human race, particularly in terms of financial inclusion. Now, CBDCs are issued on permission blockchain networks, usually controlled by the lizard folk, by a centralized financial institution, as opposed to decentralized public blockchain networks like Bitcoin. There's only one Bitcoin. You shouldn't even throw Ethereum in that sentence there, Cointelegraph, but I digress. Morocco's growing interest in crypto comes during a global rise in interest in developing digital asset regulations. For example, November 22nd today, the UK's top financial authority, the Financial Conduct Authority, shared a new roadmap to regulate crypto by 2026 after revealing over 12% of the UK adults now hold crypto. Well, guess what? That's how many UK adults admit to holding crypto. I double those numbers, suckers. Europe has played a significant role in inspiring other countries to develop digital I don't give them that much credit, but whatever. The EU is preparing for the implementation of the world's first comprehensive regulatory framework. Why? They probably want to roll out CBDCs or something. I trust no government, that's all I'm saying. But I digress, family. What are your thoughts with all this? Morocco finally unbanning crypto as if it matters, like ban it in the U.S. Biden administration. You think that's going to prevent 1 million people in the U.S. from holding Bitcoin? I think not. I think not. My dad's 94 Cadillac sedan is still working. Score. Worldwide, Joe Dirt. I would not trust a Cybertruck to tow. The Cybertruck will not work? For what? Well, I don't understand. Why? What do you mean it don't work? I see you can't drive it. I see people on X saying it'll go to 10,000. They will cry like little girls in a few weeks. Yeah, let me tell you who's predicting that. no coiners and enemies of Bitcoin and people who despise Bitcoin. No one who holds Bitcoin in their right mind would say, it's going to $10,000. However, if you own no coins and you're just jealous of all the people flexing on crypto Twitter talking about Bitcoin and buying the dip, then you're going to be like, yeah, suckers, it's going down to 10K. Haha, F all of you. But we all know the truth. Good news is awesome. Amen to that. Amen. Passive income. What up? In Las Vegas, the Cybertrucks hang out, high-end shopping malls. Is that what they're doing? Is it like for thievery? Hop in the bulletproof Cybertruck? Like the Batmobile? We the Bitcoin kids. It is what it is. Joe Dirt. We're all Bitcoin kids. Bitcoin is like the fountain of youth. You're forever young. You just hodl one bitty and you can live forever. Laura. Look, even Nip agrees. We just got the next indicator. A pure electric car just ain't going to work. What do you mean? Without electricity? Obviously, right? Hey, I'm a firm believer that Nikola Tesla, I don't know when he roamed the earth, maybe 100 years ago, however long it's been. He invented free energy. We can just tap into the ether of the earth and have an abundance of energy. We don't need oil, but we have greedy little lizard folk named Rockefeller Foundation. We need oil, Standard Oil, or monopoly, enslave the non-lizard folk with the Standard Oil. You know what I mean? And still to this day, no free energy. You can enslave the masses as long as you take away their free energy. Unfortunately, that's what we're seeing playing out right now. Imagine Sailor's face if it dropped to 10 G's. I know, like that one meme when Scottie Pippen's like, yeah, I met Satoshi back in 1993, and Sailor gave him the evil eye. That's the face. Brazil is legendary. I second that, Leroy. Are you in Brazil right now, brother? Shout out all the Brazilian family. Appreciate La Familia. Yeah, man. We're still streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Over 1,200 live viewers. Still a lot of news. So let's just get through this news so my work can be done here, fam. Let's discuss Rumble. Their CEO the other day said, should we buy Bitcoin? Hell yeah. And then Saylor responded immediately. This headline reads, Rumble to spend up to $20 million on Bitcoin in a new treasury strategy. All smart companies will adopt Bitcoin. That's what we're witnessing in real time as the game theory continues. YouTube's alternative, Rumble, which we're live on right now, has become the latest company to confirm their plans to add Bitcoin to the balance sheet days after the CEO teased the idea on social media. That's right. November's 25th statement, the video sharing platform said its board of directors approved the strategy. That's right. Nipsey's on the board of directors. He approved it, allocating a portion of the company's excess cash reserves to Bitcoin at the discretion of the company and up to $20 million in total. My only question, why such rookie numbers? Chris, why? Rumble's chairman, CEO Chris, teased the idea adding Bitcoin to the Rumble balance sheet November 19th on a poll. And out of 43,000 votes, 93.9% of respondents voted yes to the proposal, including Nipsey, the new chairman of the SEC. And according to Rumble, the date for the first Bitcoin purchase will be determined by management in the discussion. It will depend on several factors, such as the wider crypto market conditions, price of Bitcoin, and cash needs of the platform. And here was the official announcement. Kudos to Chris. I think that's fantastic, and I think a lot more companies will likely do the same. Quoting him here, we believe that the world is still in the early stages of the adoption of Bitcoin, which has recently accelerated with the election of the crypto-friendly U.S. presidential administration and increased institutional adoption. Unlike any government-issued currency, Bitcoin is not subject to dilution through endless money printing. Preach! Enabling it to be a valuable inflation hedge and an excellent addition to our treasury. It don't get no more excellent. Rumble said the allocation strategy could be suspended, discontinued, or modified at any time for any reason. It's going up forever, Laura. However, the company also stressed the move emphasizes the belief in Bitcoin as a valuable tool for strategic planning and is designed to accelerate the company's expansion into crypto. So Rumble is expanding into crypto. So Chris, CEO of Rumble, if you're watching this, I stream every frickin' day, 7 days a week on your platform. Please feature crypto news alerts on your homepage. Please help me get more followers. We got less than 4,000 followers. I stream every day. I give you my heart and soul. We need more love on the Rumble. That's why I'm forced to continue to stream on YouTube, because that's where everyone is. and on X, of course, but I digress. During the same trading session of the announcement, Rumble shares spiked 12% to $7.31, according to Google Finance. And in the after-hours trading, the stock continued to climb another 5% to now $7.71. So smart move there, yo. Rumble joins the growing list of other firms that have taken the plunge and added Bitcoin to the balance sheet for the last year. Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy is at the top of the list, now with 331,200 Bitcoin. I think they just made another massive $5 billion buy the other day, which we shared live on stream. We also have Marathon Digital and many other publicly traded companies, Semler Scientific. We also have that company out of Japan. You know what I mean? So it's looking pretty amazing. And we have a new AI firm. Is it Genius Group? They also just adopted Bitcoin, purchasing 110 as the adoption in game theory continues in full effect. And shout out Chris Wiles. This gong strike is for you. Welcome to the Hodl Gang, fam. Let me tell you something. Give sats to your young niece and nephews for Christmas. That's right. A great stocking stuffer is a hardware wallet, such as the Trezor. Why not? I think they usually run like Christmas deals or Black Friday specials, buy one, get one free. I remember last year at least. So if you're looking for good stocking stuffer, I'm not even sharing an affiliate link, but look at the Trezor. Give someone the gift, such as a private Bitcoin wallet, and throw a little sats on there. You know what I mean? Help someone become a Satoshi millionaire this Christmas. I mean, it may be, I don't even know what the price is to be a Satoshi millionaire right now. Last we looked, it used to be $500. It may be as high as $1,000 now because Bitcoin's been soaring in the past 30 days, but it's a great gift. You know what I mean? JB and the fam, the dip is another great time to buy before the biddy is 100 G's. Never sell thy biddy. That's right. You got to live by the rules. Just like in Fight Club, there's only 3 rules here. Hodl, hodl, never depart with thy biddy. Job bless. Thank you, Ron P. I'll hit the gong to that one. And welcome y'all just joining us. We're live and in the flesh, X, Rumble, and YouTube. This is pod episode 1830. Welcome to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Still lots to share. Bitcoin's holding on to 91. Will we go down to 90? Will we retest? Let me know your thoughts. Mark says, hey, JV Devan, another great time to buy the biddy. Always a great time to buy thy biddy. BOA, tarde a todos con like. Exactly, El Mierro. I don't even know precisely what that means, but send it. Why not? So yeah, the gift that keeps giving. The biddy. What a great gift to be giving during the holidays, in my opinion. Black Friday special. Right now, you got Bitcoin on sale, 3,400. Seize that moment. Seize that moment. But let's just continue with the news. We discussed Morocco. We discussed Rumble. Now let's discuss the ETF outflows. Probably why the market's been dumping, as there's some hodlers taking profit, shorting the market right now. But nonetheless, then we'll dive into a very bullish Pantera Capital $745,000 prediction, brand new, never shared before, and we'll go from there. So yeah, spot Bitcoin ETF see 438 million worth of outflows. This is the largest since the election, and most likely why we're seeing the correction. The sharp reversal follows strong inflows earlier in November, including record-breaking 1 billion in daily net inflows November 21st, according to SoSo Value. However, the latest stats point to a shift in the market sentiment, a Peter shift. I smell it. The crypto tracking platform reveals the spot Bitcoin ETF maintained a net inflow of 30 billion as of November 25th, driven by the institutional interest and as a gateway for the institutional and retail investment into the cryptos like the biddy. The outflows of the inflows of the ETFs, particularly the spot Bitcoin ETFs, affect both liquidity and stability of the Bitcoin and broader crypto markets. The 438 million outflow signaled a stark shift from the positive momentum following the Trump re-election, which sparked optimism in the crypto industry. That's right. And check it. After the election results, the Bitcoin price surged to a new high, now of roughly $99,900 4 days ago in light of the sharp outflows November 25th, and is now falling to roughly 91,000, losing roughly 7% as profit taking occurs. Anyone here take out profit, or are you guys all in the hodl gang? Let me know. The total net assets under management for the Bitcoin ETFs have fallen to around 102 billion from its height of 107 billion captured November 22nd. And despite the pullback and resulting plunge towards 92 Gs, the share of the Bitcoin held by the ETFs remains fairly significant, with institutions accounting for 5% of the crypto market's capitalization. And on the week of November 18th to the 22nd, US-based spot Bitcoin ETFs witnessed net inflows of 3.3 billion. Not too shabby, settling 102% increase over the previous week's net inflows of 1.6 billion. The record high marks the biggest weekly net inflow amount for the spot Bitcoin ETFs, marking the 7th consecutive week of the positive flows, where the inflows exceed the outflows. But despite the volatile turn as of November 25th, BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust continues to lead with net assets of 47 billion, fam, with cumulative net inflow of 31 billion, which is really mind-boggling if you put it in perspective compared to the gold ETF, which has been around for 19 frickin' years. Bitcoin has achieved a higher trading volume in literally 11 months since going live earlier this year, Jan 11th, than it took the gold ETF 19 years, almost 2 decades to achieve. You know what I mean? My uncle gave me 1 ounce of silver round every year for my B-Day. Word up. Well, shout out to your uncle. That's mighty kind of him. Send it and buy the biddy. Sell it and buy exactly. Sell thy silver and buy thy biddy. Actually, I have a close friend of mine who was visiting me more recently, and he made a big investment into silver many years ago, and he told me how much he regretted it because it hasn't moved. It may even be down from when he made that investment, but he's like, I thought it was a sure thing. I invested a huge lump sum of money into silver. He's like, if only I would have listened to you, JV, and put it into Bitcoin. So don't be that guy. Don't be like my friend. My own friend went long on silver, even though I preach Bitcoin every day. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it, fam. So real story right there. I am not selling. Why sell for, and don't get me wrong, he holds Bitcoin, but he made a very significant investment into silver, and he regretted that silver investment because it hasn't returned him much of anything. And he's like, if I would have put that into Bitcoin, he would have been loaded, locked and loaded, family. But here we are. Bitcoin been past silver. Yeah, man, we overtook the silver market cap. Absolutely. I had both crypto and silver. Right on, Cable. Silver is undervalued. So they say. So they say. Why are you live now? Wait, what? I thought you were live at 3. Okay, Chandy, I'm in a different time zone than you. We're in different time zones than Sir. We're all in different time zones. So I know it's confusing. But when I say 3, I mean Eastern time. 4 my time, 2 Northwest Arkansas time. Just to clear that one out for you. But good to have you here, Chandy. Looking forward to premiering your new Jammy Jam here shortly. Roll on. Yeah, look at the top 10 assets on the planet Earth, Bitcoin, past silver, and yeah, the largest oil company as well. That's a fact, family. That is a fact. Yeah, so 3 p.m. Eastern. Correct, Oracle. I use Eastern as a standard because it seems to be the most standard time given from me observing given times out. So even though I'm not even Eastern time, I'm in Puerto Rico, obviously, but I like to use Eastern time as the standard. Just like we have a Bitcoin standard in crypto, we have Eastern time. I use as a standard at least. Silver was awesome. Line 300 years ago. Exactly. I do it for Surge. Surge gets confused very easily. So we got to get it 100% accurate for Surge. And as long as that, we get them on time here. Aluminum cans are free. They generate more profit than silver. 5 cents a can. They still doing that? I remember as a kid collecting cans, try to get some spare change to buy some candy. The good old days. Notifications keep my head from freaking on the time. Exactly. You got to have notifications turned on. If you're not receiving notifications, turn them all off and then turn them all back on. Hopefully it does the trick. Hopefully. It's okay, Chandy. Just note 2 p.m. every day this week. Northwest Arkansas time. I know you're in Northwest Arkansas, so Welcome, everybody. We're about to dive into our feature story of the day. I need another sip of the Spindrift. Michael Saylor, take her away.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin.
I think Chandy just likes showing up fashionably late. You know, back in the day in high school, certain parties you attend, and the cool kids would always show up late. Never on time. Usually when the party is about to end, just like today's live stream, then the cool kids show up. They extend the party. Precisely what Chandy's doing today. Precisely. I figured her out. There you go. Of course I'm cute, but that's only because I'm in Nipsey's presence. And I got to call him out when he's not in his bed, and now Nipsey is making me look bad. I don't know where he went to. Are you even in the room, Nip? He's not even in the room. Must be downstairs with my little one. But I'm going to hit the gong one more time for the broskies. We're going to send Bitcoin after this little itty-bitty correction straight back where it belongs. 100K realm, above and beyond. Ascension is here, 100K in play. BTC, send it. Speaking of the Nipinator, there he is. Come here. I know I introduced him the other day as the new chairman of the SEC. Everyone, meet your new chairman. Unlike Gary, you don't got to listen to him. And that's the beauty. The best part of having a new chairman with a tail and 4 legs and furry, you don't got to listen to him. So you don't have to hear from the lizard folk no more. Gary's going to be out of office officially January 20th. Nipsey's taking his place. So all hail the new chair of the SEC, Nipsey. Exactly, Nipsey. Thanks for getting your father back for us. Exactly. But anyways, family, let's continue. Looks like we got 1,400 people live on stream. I'm digging it. Keep the comments flowing. This is live and interactive. Again, we're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. We got the chairman of the SEC here with us today. It's a beautiful thing. But now for our feature story of the day. Pantera Capital CEO and billionaire Dan Morehead predicts Bitcoin to reach $745,000 per coin with Trump in office as your POTUS. That's right, family. This is actually just trending today. Let's start right where I saw it here this morning. Billionaire and Pantera Capital CEO Dan Morehead, one of the most gangster names any broski can have. Ask Beavis, I get nothing but head. That's a punchline from Big L. Well, his name is Dan Morehead. It doesn't get cooler when it comes to the brownie points. Must have been the most popular kid in school is all I got to say, broskies. But I digress. He says Bitcoin's going to 745,000 per coin. I actually watched the interview, and let me tell you, he says Bitcoin has already reached escape velocity, as it says in the bottom of the video there, because it has. He says, I don't believe it'll go to zero. And the interviewer said, well, previously you said it could go to zero. And he's like, well, I was just being conservative. Here's the truth, brother. Bitcoin has already achieved escape velocity and is on the fast track to 745,000 per coin. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the man of the hour, Dan Morehead, the one and only. So yeah, and you got to check this out too, guys. In 2013, Bitcoin was crashing. I just love to share receipts and give credit where credit is due. When Bitcoin was crashing to $65, let this sink in, 11 years ago in 2013, Dan Morehead, the broski's OG of all OGs, wrote this email to his investment partners urging them to buy aggressively now. Here's the receipt. They would buy 2% of the total Bitcoin supply, which is now returned 1,300+% returns. Ballin'. I'm going to read it to you. Dated July 5th, 2013. Subject. Very timely. We should buy Bitcoin now at $65. Again, just giving credit where credit is due. And the email says, the forecast Bitcoin washout happened very quickly. Bitcoins are now trading at $65 per Bitcoin, exactly half the price that we're trading at our first meeting, May 28th. I think we should buy aggressively now. Brief thoughts. The market cap of all the Bitcoin ever created, and probably 10 to 15% have been lost or destroyed, is now 740 million. On May 28, 20 million would buy 156,000 Bitcoin. Now it will buy only 308,000. The price is going way up. It is going to squeeze up like a watermelon seed. I repeat, it's going to squeeze up like a watermelon seed. I've never heard that analogy. I'm digging it. I am going to buy 30,000 Bitcoins this weekend with my personal money. What a G. The fund can have this purchase or not, as others wish. I just want to get involved. And again, credit to the OG here, Dan Morehead. And let's dive a little deeper into this headline of this story, family. Here we go. Pantera Capital's Bitcoin fund has returned remarkable profits. You can say that again. Launched back in 2013. I just shared the receipts. Pantera's Bitcoin fund was amongst the first investment vehicles in the U.S. to offer exposure to Bitcoin. At this time, Bitcoin was priced at $74. So they even beat Cathie Wood's company, ARK Invest. I believe they got involved when Bitcoin was like $300-$400. So respect. The firm capitalized on and acquired 2% of the global Bitcoin supply. Such G's. And then Bitcoin just reached, we know, 4 days ago, 99.9, new all-time high, which means Pantera's return on their initial 2013 investment is currently worth over 1,000%. Now, I don't think they understand math. Correct me if I'm wrong, broskies, but if they bought Bitcoin for $74, that's way beyond 1,000% return. Correct me if I'm wrong. It must be 10,000. They must be forgetting a zero. And I'm just doing the math in my head right now, but 1,000% only means 10x. Clearly, 74 times 10 is 700. So I think they mean 100,000% return. Sounds more accurate to me. Being crypto, so I don't know what's up with the publisher here, but I'm just calling it as I see it. Someone run the math for me. Quoting them here. Bitcoin dominates cash, electronic fiat gold, bearer bonds, large stone discs. It can do all the things that each of those can. It is the first global currency since gold. It is the first borderless payment system ever. And that's according to Pantera's Dan Morehead, in which he shared. Pantera previously projected the Bitcoin price to reach 117,000 by 2025. Meanwhile, Pantera has been exploring new crypto avenues outside of Bitcoin. The firm's new venture, Pantera Fund V, aims to diversify its portfolio with investments in blockchain assets. The fund has been looking at private tokens and opportunities, such as locked Solana tokens from the FTX estate, which is interesting, as well as raising funds to expand on holding Toncoin, which I believe is the official coin for the Telegram app when they went public or whatever. But despite reaching record highs in Moonvember, the Bitcoin price has more recently dipped, as we know. Bitcoin ETFs seen fluctuating in demand. November 25th, the ETFs recorded a net outflow, as we covered earlier, of 438 million after 5 consecutive days of inflows totaling $3.5 billion. But again, what I want to know, family, his brand new prediction of 745,000 and going on the news to share that, saying Bitcoin has reached the escape velocity, and he even gives a time preference by 2028. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the Pantera Capital CEO, and I'll read your comments out loud and welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. That's right. This is JV Coffee Speed. I had a 8-ounce, not a 40-ounce like our very own Oracle, but I did have 8 ounces a little earlier. I had a chickpea bowl, avocado bowl. It was pretty delicious. But anyways, there you have it for the news on the day. Let me know your thoughts with that 750,000 prediction. I got a lot of family there in Santa Barbara. I've never met the Bustillos family, eh? I just found my old Coinbase wallet backed up. Nice. I drink coffee to keep up, says Leroy. CoffeeZilla 2.0 in the building. And again, welcome y'all just joining us. We're still live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Shout out Bub. I appreciate the repost, brother. And it's not too late to repost the stream. Thank you, guys. We got 1,400 people here live and in the flesh. Will you be streaming on Thanksgiving? Absolutely. Is that even a question? Is that even a question? Of course. Is a horse a horse? Of course, of course. Yes, I will be streaming on Thursday, family. The only days I don't stream is when it's physically impossible, AKA when I'm traveling on an airplane, or it's just, I just can't for whatever reason. Otherwise, I'm streaming, including on holidays. My family that I have met in Santa Barbara is the Bastillos family on the dad's side. Never knew them. Right on. Young man, Bitcoin could easily retest 87 or lower. Why the March 2024 all-time high, 73.8. What concerns me is there is also a CME futures gap at 77.8. Good to note there, brother. Yes. Then I was kidding. What are we doing tonight? Okay, kidding. But if you live close, we'd be doing something. I keep getting into the boating accidents. Dub proof. Welcome to the club. You're not alone. I just don't understand the math. The inflow was so much more than the outflow, but the price is going down. It's just not adding up. Nothing makes sense. Welcome to the simulation of Earth, family. No rest for the wicked. Exactly. We can't rest. The lizard folk never rest, so we got to work just as hard. Do you stream on Xmas? I do, actually. Maybe that will change in the future. I don't know. But for the past 6 years, yeah, I've been streaming on Christmas Day. Usually I'm on vacay and still streaming, believe it or not. But that's just my work ethic. For me, I feel like cheating if I don't stream. It just don't feel right. So I got to feel good, and I got to do my stream every day. JV, will you be on our dinner table for Thanksgiving? Sure. Are you inviting me to your crib for New York Thanksgiving dinner? Very tempted. There is an altcoin BS that is bringing the price down. Well, in all honesty, yeah, altcoins are bringing the price down at the moment because a lot of the Bitcoin dominance has been going down, at least a couple percentage points, and flowing into the altcoins. But that's normal. Yeah, man, she was an angel and gave us all the what? My poor, beautiful cousin got killed with her ex-boyfriend from Texas and jumped out of the car. Damn, hit her head. Man, I witnessed when I was a kid in middle school, I was with my friend Gucciardo, and we were... Actually, I'm sorry, it was high school. May have been 9th grade, 10th grade. But anyways, my friend just started driving. He had a whip, and in front of us was a white truck. And a woman jumped out of the white truck, crushed her head, and watched her die in front of me. It was my first time seeing someone die in front of me. And it was the saddest thing ever. I still get nightmares and flashbacks. And she ultimately, I think the story was they were having an argument, maybe boyfriend or wife, and I don't know, whatever. But she jumps out of a moving truck, hits her head, and naturally we just pulled over, we called 911, and the guy watching his wife or significant other die was bawling, screaming, and calling 911. But long story short, ambulance got there, too late. Saddest thing I've ever seen. So never jump out of a moving vehicle is the moral of the story. Never jump out of a moving vehicle, brothers. I still think the major buying OTC is causing everything to dip. Over the counter is cheaper than what we pay, and many don't know this. This is true. You guys can look her up just to see how pretty she was. We believe you, brother, and may she rest in peace. I didn't catch your whole story because the comments are flowing so fast, but it sounds like you know someone and they jumped out of a moving vehicle or fell somehow, some way. It's so sad. Flirting mode is over. This is horrible. The story JV saw horrible. I'm so sorry. I'll be very quiet. Man, I didn't even get to see her flirting. The comments are coming in so fast. Hey, man. Hey, fam. Shout out BitStackP. Good to have you here. Greg says, here's the fundamental. MSTR hit 650% year-to-date last week. Bitcoin hit 140% year-to-date. MicroStrategy is trading well over 4x, the very asset they represent. And one of my best friends as well, I should say my best friend's older brother, but they both passed young, and so sad. My good friend, Matt Gaddis, he OD'd on some, I don't know if they're called opioids, but some, there's a drug epidemic, right? People get these prescription pills and sell them at the schools. He died of an overdose. And then his older brother was crossing the highway. And I'm sure Dankness knows the highway because, US 19, if you live in, Pinellas County. He was crossing the highway and a truck hit him. Crazy. Two brothers, both dead. Good friends of mine. So I've seen a lot of casualties at a young age. And naturally, with the drug epidemic in Florida, I don't know, I can't even count how many people I know who have passed away from overdosing on whether they're prescription drugs or bought on the streets. I don't know the difference, but nonetheless, I just look at all that as evil and bad. Stay away from drugs, family, especially pills, and especially with the freaking, what is it called? The fentanyl crisis. I saw something where like Trump just put a tariff on goods from China. And I think the hopes was for that to reduce the fentanyl, that's killing everybody right now. There's a fentanyl, obviously, pandemic in the States. But I digress. We're still on the tube. I don't know why this is on my mind right now. But anyways, let me get back to the comments. I never felt my brain feel so detached from the rest of my skull. I was so lucky that day. Very lucky. Definitely got some guardian angels watching over your back there, including your pops there, Chandy. Brutal, bro. I know, man. Just in case you never know. For real. KEA, buy a little bit every day. What is that? Crypto? I don't even know. KEA. Almost sound like Kia. I've lost a lot of the family. Yeah, man, it's wild. It's sad. Obviously, United States, there's a serious drug pandemic. It's very serious. Worse than the flu will ever be. Worse than the flu will ever be. Where to buy the bitty cheaper? That's a great question. I got hit by a car when I was high after just being at the dentist for a clean and ended up back there with 2 teeth missing. Damn. And a slice of the BMW metal on my lip. Sorry to hear that, Adam. My cousin is visiting from Oklahoma, and I orange pilled her fiance last night. He's about 1,000 worth on Swan. Right on. Shout out Swan. Man, here we go. Bitcoin is down 41 hundo on the day. We got 1,400 people here live and in the flesh watching the stream. Shout out Eric the Red, a little proof of work. Shout out Bitstack P holding it down with gold by the pound. We're streaming. Yes, on Thanksgiving. Yes, we're streaming on Christmas. You know how we do. Hey, there may be special times on those days. I don't know yet, but I'm absolutely looking forward to streaming on the holidays. Thank you, Bitstack P. Just reposted you, brother. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Diana. It's never too late to stack thy biddy. Just reposted all you guys. Much appreciated. Read my last comment. Yeah, let me get back on the YouTube app. That's what happens. When I'm on X, I don't see the comments on YouTube and I miss out. So let me scroll up. Never be in a domestic violence situation where you have to jump out of a vehicle that's moving. Wow. Sage advice. That's why she's the oracle. Well said. Well said. Who's invited me to the people with no family that are homeless on Thanksgiving? Well, you're all invited to watch the stream. We're going to have a special Thanksgiving stream. We'll have a special Christmas stream. We may even dress Nipsey up like Santa Claus. We don't know yet. It all depends on what the chairman wants to do. He's the chairman. He gets to make the rules. Put a little bow tie on the Nippinator, whatever it takes to be in the festive season. Holy cow, 90,000. I wish I had money. Right, Bitstack. You can stream from my house. There you go. I can stream. Keep streaming alive. Dollar cost average, dollar profit average. If you don't, someone else will. So yeah, Turkey Day. JV is a vegetarian. What do we do, Chandy? We don't even eat the turkey. We're going to order some vegetables. Have a special Thanksgiving. The Nippinator will get all the turkey. If we get a turkey, it's going to be takeout, and Nipsey's eating it all. Oh, man. JB, that is not family Thanksgiving. I want someone within 2 hours of me to invite me to a day-on dinner with my grandma and aunt and sister. Well, I pray there's some CNA fam in Arkansas. I don't know of anyone else. Only you, Chandy. So when you are actually all in, you can only hodl, pretty much. Damn, JB, I just got to the part where you're talking about what you saw my cousin. I don't think she jumped out. I think he pushed her in a... Yeah, who knows? But the one I saw, allegedly, she jumped out. So who really knows? I don't know. I didn't see video footage of it. I just saw the aftermath. You know what I mean? A woman convulsing right in front of me. Sad. I try to make it a Chinese for Thanksgiving, but my wife shut that down. You try to make it Chinese food? I just want the people to be there. I'm so sad. My son's dad was an amazing family who does holidays upright. So I can't take that from him. So I just kind of usually am with the dude I live with right on. This time it's just me. Understand. I miss my family, with my mom, of course. Thanksgiving, it's never the same without them. But they're in Florida, so me and my little one will be in Puerto Rico with the NIP, with the chairman of the SEC this Thanksgiving. So we'll probably just get some takeout food. I'm not a turkey oven heater upper, so we'll probably just get some takeout, do what it do. But anyways, man, let's go ahead and end the YouTube version of the pod so we can continue uncensored. We got a brand new track called Roll On that Chandy created for us, which will be premiering. So if you're on the YouTube, you ain't got to go home, but head on over to the Rumble. It's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net, and we shall continue with the uncensored extended version of the pod, aka the after party. So if you're on YouTube, head on over to the Rumble, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. YouTube stream should be ending any moment now.